This video is about substituting values for variables and then solving those expressions. So here we're going to use an example here. So we have expression first is y plus 3, and we're given the value of y as 6. So I want to substitute that value for the variable. So I would show that by placing the 6 in the place of the variable and then writing the rest of the expression. Now I can solve or evaluate this expression because I have two known values. And the operation between them, 6 plus 3, is 9. Y minus 7, where y equals 9. 9 minus 7, 2. Okay, number 3. 7p. Remember, they're side by side. That means multiplication, so I'm putting it in brackets. So that's another way of writing that. 7 times 3, 21. 8 plus n, where n equals 0. 8 plus 0. We can solve that. Equals 8. Okay, we're adding a constant now. 4m plus 5, where m is 4. So again, we would show this by, because we're multiplying side by side there, we would put that value in brackets. Write the rest of our expression. So I have 4 times 4 plus 5. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 5 is 21. 7n minus 4, where n equals 5. 7. Substitute the 5 for the n, put it in brackets so that we know we're multiplying. 7 times 5, 35. Subtract 4 equals 31. So that's what it means when it says substitute values for variables. Okay, we can find the value of the overall expression when we substitute in these values. Let's try a couple more here. So down at the bottom here, evaluate the expressions for m equals 6 and n equals 2. Okay, so we've got to be careful which variable we're using and make sure we use the correct value. So 7m, again, that's the same as saying 7 times m. But as a reminder, we don't use the multiplication symbol there because that just looks like another variable. So we place them side by side, our numerical coefficient and our variable side by side. That means we're multiplying those. So we have 7, and then I substitute in for the m, 6. So 7 times 6 is 42. 6n, 6. Substitute in the value for n, which is 2. Okay, 6 times 2, 12. mn, so that means m times n. Okay, is what we're looking for there. So then they would substitute in the value of 6, and then put a bracket around the 2. That means 6 times 2, 12. Next one, 3m minus 6. So 3, substitute my value for m, which is 6, subtract 6. 3 times 6 is 18 minus 6 equals 12. So that's what we're doing, substituting values for variables. Now again, over here you might see some where, let's try some here with decimals. Okay, it works the same. That's still a value. X equals 2/10 and y equals 6/10. So I would substitute in the same way there. Now you're going to want to use your calculator on these. 30 times 0.2, or 30 times 2/10. Okay, you plug that in your calculator, you're going to get 6. 20, substitute in the value for y, which is 0.6. Plug that in your calculator, you're going to get 12. Same thing here. 20, substitute in for x, which is 0.2. And then substitute in for y, which is 0.6. Now we have to remember on some of these, we have order of operations. Remember order of operations, we have bed mass. So brackets first. Okay, now we've got to be careful. We don't want to assume these are brackets here, what we're doing here. Okay, those are just putting them in brackets to show that we're multiplying. Okay, but we've got to be careful that we don't then want to do that. So then we go to exponents. We don't have those in grade 7. Division and multiplication, starting on the left, going this way. So we have a multiplication here, so we got to do 20 times 0.2. Okay, which is going to be 4. And then we have to do 0.6 times 10, which gives us 6. So now I can do the addition that I've done the multiplication. So then I do 4 plus 6, which is 10. Okay, so remember, division and multiplication first, brackets first, division, multiplication, and then add, subtraction going from the left.